Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys is going to be really busy, a lot going on. We've still got to finish off this Focus Mark 1 gear. I did have a few comments last night about this car and could I show a little bit more detail around the car because it does look in good condition. Guys, this is like an absolute beauty of a car. Great example, looks absolutely fantastic. Honestly, the paintwork, there's no dents. It just, yeah, it's a great example. Let's walk around that in a minute. But also, the other thing we've got to do today, guys, is we're going to crack on with the, we're going to start the Fiat 500, the red one. The guy that's interested in it, he's back from holiday now, and he would like to, you know, basically have the car, but I need to get cracking with it, get starting, and you know, get it finished for him so he can, yeah, so he can drive it about and have a car. So let's jump into it. I'll just show you the car quickly. I'll show you the Focus. We've got to do this later. It is supposed to rain this afternoon, so this will not be going outside. The carpets and everything and the underlay seems to be all dry and all done, so it can all go back together. But we're going to do this a little bit later. Just give it as much time as I can just to dry out, just to sort of get a little bit more sort of, yeah, dried out. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get the Fiesta out of the way. Let's get the Fiat 500, the red one. Let's get that colour therapy inside, start work on that. Yeah, just see how far we get. It's, you know, it's already crazy morning. It's like 8:30 and I've already done a pickup on the trailer for someone with a car. Yeah, so just already just a mental morning. It's only 8:30. But let's get cracking, guys. I'll show you this first and then we're going to crack on with today's video. So let's do this. Right, guys, like I just said, let's just have a quick look around this car because it is in really nice condition for its age. It's really been looked after well. I think it was garaged for the most of its life from the previous owner before they bought it, and it's just been really looked after well. There's no, you know, the paintwork is in so good condition. It's obvious that it's been stored inside somewhere. It hasn't, you know, it's really not faded at all. Like, there's no fading going on. There's nothing. It's just, even the seals, like, it's just so clean. Like, just incredible, like, condition. Really nice. So this is the gear model. Is this, someone was saying it's a saloon. I don't know much about these Focuses, I've got to be honest. It was never really something that, yeah, these sort of come out when I was at school. So it wasn't really sort of something I was on in my radar, do you know what I mean? But yeah, look at the wheels, like there's no scuffing and nothing around them. Like, every alloy is in perfect condition. There's no scratches whatsoever around them. Incredible. Like, it's really good. So, fair play. Even the headlights. Look at the headlights. They're not even like misted, or do you know, like when they go all like yellowy. You're getting none of that. Yeah. Until some obviously last night people was commenting about how in good condition it was. Until someone started saying it, I honestly thought of, yeah. Now you look here, you think, you know what? You're spot on there because it is incredibly good condition. That bulb is gone at the bottom, I think, isn't it? Or the cover's come off or something. Like, it's there. Look, the little cover that's supposed to go on the bulb, I think. So yeah, I think there's the odd mark. You've got these odd little scratches here, but nothing. There's no dents on this at all. Like, it's really good, really nice. proper. Once this is all cleaned up, like, and it's polished, this will be showroom condition. Really, really would. But I'm just so impressed with these alloy wheels. There's just no scuffs or scratches whatsoever on them. So yeah. I think for its age, what year is it? I don't even know what year it was. Okay, so this is an 04 reg. So yeah, 04. God, it's in good condition, I've got to say. It's got electric windows and all that sort of stuff. Not quite sure when they sort of changed over to the heated windows, heated screens. I think for the year, for its age or whatever, it has got some nice stuff on it. But yeah, there you go, guys. I just want to quickly, run around the car, just quickly show you. I'm sort of talking to myself now rather than talking to you. Sorry, I just got in with it because I'm really impressed with this car as well. Really, really impressed with it. And they will keep driving it. I think it's done a few miles. Where's the key? Let me check the mileage. And they want to keep driving this car really until it lets them down and it won't go anymore. It starts absolutely perfect. So it's done 114,000 miles. 1.6. Yeah, with that saloon. A load of the other ones about, the ones that are just normal hatchbacks, I think they are. And there's loads of them about, but this type, you don't see a lot of these anymore. So yeah, really, really good condition. Right, let's move on. Let's get this out of the way. We'll tackle this a bit later. We'll get the Fiesta out of the way as well, because that's all done as well. Let me just quickly show you what I've been up to with this. So the seats are back in. I've hoovered the floors, done the seat belts. Nope, battery's disconnected. I always disconnect batteries. So yeah, seats are back in, hoovered the floors, put the seats back in, seat belts are done. So more or less the interior is done now, apart from a few trims, like sort of side trims and stuff like that, once the glass is in. But I'm not putting the glass in. Probably do that tomorrow, actually. Put the glass in. Yeah, we'll probably put the glass in tomorrow. But yeah, I'll get this out of the way. I know I told you that it's going to the body shop, but it's not quite ready. I want to put the screen in first. I want to do a few bits and pieces around it. I want to change the bonnet hinges. Do you see what I'm saying? So I've got a few bits and pieces before this goes to the body shop, and then it can go and get done. So yeah, I'll get this out of the way as well. Let's get the Fiat 500 in. Let's get started on that. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay guys. So as you can see, we've got the Fiat 500 colour therapy in instead of the Fiesta. The other two cars are outside for the moment. If it starts to rain, I will have to bring them inside. But for now, just want to keep them outside, especially the Focus, just to get as much air circulation and ventilation in that car as much as I can, just to help drying it off and sorting it out. So yeah, what we're going to do today on this is we're going to take the bumper off completely, take the wing off. We're going to replace the wing with the original colour one and see if it matches the colour, the shade actually matches. Because, yeah, even Paul at Love 500, he messaged me and turned around and said that there's probably about 3 or 4 different shades of that colour code, which is the 111/A. So, yeah, a few different shades, and it could be wrong. So we've definitely got to put it in place and then we've got to see. If it's wrong, I've got to get some paint for the bumper anyway. So I'll get enough paint to do the bumper and redo the wing that I got in colour to get the right shade. This is the whole point, is getting the right colour shade to match. So yeah, the other thing that I don't know if a few of you have noticed is that this wheel there is actually buckled, and it's sitting at an angle like this. So there's definitely some sort of, what's happened here is that the hit's been here and it's hit the top of the wheel. So I don't know, you know, to the extent of what's actually gone on. But what I have gone and got is a complete leg, suspension leg. The spring, the suspension, the hub, the bottom pit, the whole thing. We'll just swap over the bits and pieces that's best, like newish. Like maybe the hub on this one looks a bit newer than that one. So we'll just swap over bits and pieces. But I think it's going to be that leg that's had a little bit of a dink. So that's why I went and gone ahead and grabbed one, just so that we can swap it over, and then there's no sort of, you know, there's no worrying about nothing. And obviously, you know, it gets a full MOT anyway. The guy can check over it, make sure it's all good. So yeah, we have got some repair to do on the daytime running light as well. So that will probably just need some sort of, fixing on the back of it. I have gone ahead and started to sand it all down. You can see it still needs a lot of keying back, and probably over here it's going to need some primer on this side to begin with as well, because it's rubbish really. It's all peeling and stuff, so it's rubbish. It needs a good clean back, good rub back, and starting again. So that's what we'll do. So let me set you up. Let's get cracking. The other thing, before I do that, the other thing as well, I know a lot of you were saying about, obviously, it's got a full service history, but it's been a little while since the last service history was done. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a service as well. You know, all the oil, all the filters, just get it all changed, stamp it up, because I've got my own stamp as well. So yeah, I can, I think that's the best thing to do. Just give it a full service, then we know that 100% that it's all good and ready to go. So let's get cracking, and let's do this. Right, okay guys, as you can see, making some good progress in that time lapse. Took off the bumper, took off the old wing, and I've actually put on the wing that I got in colour, just to see what it's like, whether or not we need to paint it, or whether or not it can stay as it is. And I've got to be honest, like, the actual colour match is pretty much bang on, isn't it? That there. It's going to need like a, you know, a polish up and a clean and a sort out. But the actual shade is pretty good. Yeah. Slightly faded, but I think it's because it's dirty and it needs a polish up. And I think that'll bring it up to where it should be. So, yeah, it's all right, you know, it's pretty good. Like I said to you, it's dirty, it needs a polish, but I think once that's done, I think that's good to go. There's a couple of scratches there, but I can get them out with a you know, the polisher and the compound and just rub it back and, yeah, just really sort of play around with that wing, but I think we're going to be all right. Yeah. Let me just shut the bonnet. See, over it looks, I don't know if that's just because it's dirty. Yeah, it's just because it's dirty. So if I do this, yeah, definitely because it's dirty. Look at that, look. That's good, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's just because it's dirty and it needs a good polish up and a good clean. But I think that's good to go like that. Right, okay. So that's that. I'll take that off for now. Get that out of the way. We want to have a look at this leg. I want to change this complete suspension leg just to make sure that there's no... I can't actually see any sort of... Let me just take her up a little bit more. Yeah, I can't actually see anything that's no issues like underneath here. There's no issues with anything else. Nothing's bent. That's the way it should be. This little twisty thing here, that's the way it should be. I've compared it to the other side and previous ones I've done. Drop link's okay. It can only be like this leg. So, yeah, let's whip it out. Let's completely change it. And I'll quickly show you the discs and pads while we're here. Look. Like, these are new. These discs. And they're from original Fiat as well. You can see, like, the original Fiat. So, previous owner has taken this car to a main dealer for everything. Because, yeah, they've got original Fiat pads in there. Don't get me wrong, I'm just guessing at that. But anyone can go to a main dealer and get discs and pads for their car. But 9 times out of 10, if you do that, you might just get them to just do it. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what's happened here. Oh. This here is really close to this, actually. It's not rubbing, but it's really close. So I think, yeah, best practice is to swap it all over. We'll take the discs and pads off of this one, and the caliper and the carrier and stuff like that. All that sort of stuff will come off. We'll change the leg, the hub, everything else can go back. Yeah, so let's get this wing off. Let's crack on with that. Let's get that off. Let's swap that over and compare them. Whilst I get that one off, I'll compare it to the other one and just see how, if it gives us a little indication. But even the slightest little bend you won't see it by eye, but you will see it. Obviously, you will feel it and stuff like that. So, yeah, best to sort of just get rid of it. This actual wing come from Silver Lake. This wing, got this delivered from Silver Lake. So, yeah, and yeah, once it's cleaned up, guys, it's going to look really good. So, Cool, excellent. Right, let's get it off. Let's crack on with this. Let's get that off and let's sort this leg out. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay, guys. I don't know if you just saw that, but yeah, I just had a delivery. All the service parts, oil filter, air filter, cabin filter. So we'll get that done as well. Starting to strip it down. I'm getting there. I am actually getting there now. It's starting to come apart. Taking off all the bolts, take off the brake pads and discs. You can see. Someone just changed them. Like, there's so much on that. So someone's just changed those discs and pads all round the front. But yeah, it's getting there. A couple more bolts, got to get them two off there. This is off, so I've got to push that down. This one's out, so we've just got to push that through. Yeah, so, and then we've got to do obviously the top, though, that bolt there under this cover. I'm not sure if we're going to get it there, or do we have to take this scuttle panel off? We shall see how this goes. We might have to take this scuttle off to get to that bolt, or can I get it at an angle? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we'll work that out. It has to come out. It's got to be done. And then, yeah, then we can continue. I will have to go to the paint shop and get the paint for this one as well. I didn't actually show you behind the bumper and the wing to check for any damage, guys, but there ain't nothing. Nothing's been damaged. The only thing that's been damaged was the daytime running light, which I'm gonna have to change because that is no good. It's busted there, so that's no good. We've got to change that. Stick that back like that, and then the new daytime running light that I'll get will go on there. Yeah, but we've got to change that. Paint the bumper. The wing's okay, just want to clean up and sort out. So yeah, it's getting there slowly, but we just got to sort of get this. I just want to get this leg replaced. The other one is over here. The complete leg is there. So yes, let's continue. Let's just see how far we get today and keep going. But I'd love to get this replaced so we can put the wheel back on so I can move it about if I need to. I think it's going to rain any minute now, so I've bought this Fiesta inside here. Put that there, and then I'll get the Focus, the red Focus. I'll put that in here as well. You know, just out away from outside. But I just want to keep it out there for as long as I possibly can. just to air it and just to sort of, you know, keep the windows open and stuff. But it is going to rain, so I need to bring it in at some point. So it's going to be a little bit squishy, a little bit tight in here, guys. But I'll do the best I can when it comes to putting the tripod and the camera so you can see what is going on. Anyway, let's carry on for now. Let's keep doing it. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. So, yeah, got the leg completely out. Was a bit of a pain, to be honest with you, but I just removed the scuttle panel. In the end, it would give me better access just to get the impact gun on top and buzzed it off, and it just come off. So, yeah, that's what I did. I've actually left the knuckle in place on this one because I've got a real funny feeling it's going to be this. Looking at these two side by side, there is a couple of slight differences. Obviously, I don't know if you can tell, but this one is definitely sitting a little bit higher than this one. This is the old one. This is the next one I've got, the breakers one I've got to put in. What else? So there's that. The other difference is the position of this actual bung here. Now, this rubber bum is supposed to sit like up, and it's got like its own little sort of area where it sits up there, and it can only sit one way. And as you can see, like that's the one I've got to put in, and it's sitting like horizontal that way. This one is going this way, so it seems like when it's had that hit, it's shifted this, it's popped it out maybe. Don't really know, but it's definitely this is the problem, is this leg. So we'll swap it over, we'll put this one in, put it all back together, and that should be that solved. Yeah, so let's carry on. We have got to move on to this Focus soon and start putting that back together, because he does want it back tonight, so his wife can drive it to work tomorrow. So we have got to jump on that soon, but hopefully we can get this leg back in place and put it all back together. It's always quicker when you put it all back together than it is when you're taking it apart. So yeah, let's crack on. Let's see if we can get this back together. It is hot, even though the sun's not out. It is really humid and hot at the minute, so I'm sweating. But let's keep going, and yeah, let's get this leg on. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys. Yes, as I said, it don't take that long really to put back together once you've once you've taken it apart. And as you can see, we have got the new leg back on. The second-hand leg is already in place. Everything's been done up, buttoned up where it should be. I'll just push that back plate over a little bit just to help that out, I think. So, yeah, speed sensors back on. All the clips back on with a spring here. Everything's been put back to normal. I have actually run out of time in a minute, guys. We have to jump on this car, this Focus, because, like I said, he wants it back today so his wife can drive it tomorrow to work. So we're going to leave it for now, this Fiat 500. We'll jump on this back tomorrow. We'll continue with that, do the service. We'll start the bumper, start stripping that down. I have sourced a daytime running light for this side, for the driver's side. I have sourced that, so I'll pick that up today as well, so we can fit that. I suppose we ain't going to fit that until it's actually the bumper's completely dry and paint anyway, so it don't really matter. We've got a bit of time on that. But yeah, we're going to have to resume this tomorrow. We'll have to continue. We need to get this Focus done for him today. So, let me set myself up. I'll put this in a position where I can set the camera up because the Fiesta's in the way as well. So a little bit of juggling but let me see what I can do. And yeah, we need to get this back together. All the carpet back in place, everything buttoned up, seat back in place. And I'm going to probably do a little bit of a water test as well. I better do that before we do this. Yeah, let me do the water test first, and then we're going to start putting this back together, because I don't want to put it back in before I've done the test and it's still no good. But I've got a funny feeling that was the problem. That was the issue with that gully underneath, all bent up, and now that's all straightened up, put back in place. I think that's going to be, I think we're all going to be all right. So yeah, let me set yourself up, guys, on the tripod, sort these cars out, and then I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, okay, guys, we are getting somewhere with this now, as you can see. So we've been put back together. All the carpets are laid where it should be. All the trim's been put back in place. I did do the water test before I done the put the carpets back, and there was absolutely nothing coming inside. It's all coming down the channels where it should. I think there's one here and here, so there's a channel here that's just running out. So that's what was happening. It was running out of there. Yeah, looks like we've solved the problem. Smells so much better in here. There's no damp, there's no water, yeah, it's just exactly how it should be. So the only thing that's left to do, do you know what? He did say something about his glove box. I wonder if I can fix it for him. I can't remember what he said now. Was it broke? I can't remember what he said. I'll have a look at that. I think he said something about a broken glove box. Maybe he's fixed that, or someone's fixed it, but I'll have a look at it. But yeah, the last thing to do is put the seat in. But, you know, this wouldn't really be Resurwreck if I didn't hoover underneath the seat and the carpet before I put the seat back. So that is what I want to do first. Hoover all underneath, and give it a good clean up. It ain't dirty, let's be honest. There's the odd sort of, you know, rubbish and crud on it, but it's not a filthy carpet and car, really. It's a well looked after, clean car. But I have to hoover the bottom before I put the seat back. So that's what I'll do, guys. I'll set you up. Let's hoover it, seat back, and then we're done with this, and he can have it back today. I think he's picking it up later on tonight. So, yeah, let's carry on. Let's crack on. Let's get this done. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, so we are complete. All done, all back to normal. I've just got to quickly check, because I've removed, obviously, the seat. I'm thinking the airbag light might come on or stay on. Let's have a look. No, I think we're good. So yeah, I think we're all good. Because I removed the seat, it's got that plug, so I just thought we might have messed around with it a little bit, but no, it's all good. Cool. Well, there we go. This is done. It smells so much better in here now. There ain't that dampy, watery smell. What was getting worse and worse. So yeah, all good. This is all complete. He can take it back tonight. I think he's going to pick it up in a little while. So, yeah, all done. Another one done. Another job finished. We are going to continue with that tomorrow, guys. I just haven't got time now today. It's just, yeah, it's just flown by. I've still got to go to the paint shop. Paint shop ain't able to come to me because the guy that does it on the van, he's off in a minute, and he's going to be off for a couple of weeks. So I need to go to the paint shop and get the paint for this. I'm going to get a bit of paint for that as well. I'll take off this fuel cap, take that with me, and that'll be the colour shade, not code, colour shade, because we know it's race red, but it's the shade that I want to get. So yeah, that's that. This is finished. We're going to continue with this tomorrow. But for now, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching me do this. This is obviously finished now, complete. Yeah, just like to help people out and get things done for them when they need it. Like I said to you before, what an absolute clean car this is. You know, it's just, I think it's been garaged. For most of its life, it's been garaged, I think. Because there's no lacquer peel, there's no rusting around the arches, the seals, just immaculate. It's unbelievable. So yeah, it's probably been washed and put back in the garage every week. It's been washed, put back in the garage. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoy watching what I'm doing. If you do, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. And don't forget, guys, follow me on Instagram, because I'll be putting a sneak peek of the next project on Instagram, and you're not going to want to miss this hot hatch that I've got coming in, hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow. But yeah, for now, take care. See you soon. Thanks very much.